Over 30,000 years ago, humans domesticated the gray wolf, the common ancestor of the dog. So how do we get from this to this? Over time, the big bad wolf from our children's books grew into man's best friend, coming in just about every shape, size, color, and temperament imaginable. Dogs have changed, they've evolved, and we want to know why. The answer lies within DNA analysis. By confirming or refuting suspicions of underlying breeds, canine genetics explains why some dogs chase squirrels and others are happy to observe. And why some dogs come when they're called and others, well, join Bianca and Laura as we discover what lies beneath the puppy eyes, head tilts, and wagging tails. It's a tale worth barking about. It's Doggy DNA. Kick off with Iz, with confident theories about Scout's potcake heritage get hilariously flipped on their head by an unexpected twist.
Came back to the dive shop and there was puppies.
Next, experience the heartwarming transition of Jaxs as he finds not just a new home, but a true person and safe place with Case.
He's very loyal and follows me everywhere and is always by my side.
Finally, watch as Bella bounds into Trevor's life with enough energy to light up the room and heal his heart with fun and laughter.
She was just absolutely lovely.
So my name is Iz Lloyd and I brought in my dog Scout. So I really wanted to get the DNA profile done so that I could make sure that the dog sports and the other things that I've been trying for her are the things that I should be doing, or maybe find out if there's new ones that I might want to try to see if she enjoys those more.
Hello, Iz.
Hi.
Thank you so much for coming to the show. It's great to have you here. How long have you known Scout?
So we have had Scout for 4 years. She was born sometime between Christmas and New Year's, 2019. I went down to the Caribbean, went diving, came back to the dive shop, and there was puppies.
So Scout is from Turks and Caicos?
Yes.
How did you pick Scout, or did Scout pick you?
Scout was a lot. We joked that we were gonna call her Whine because she kept whining all the time. She's such an easy dog. So she's so incredibly well-behaved. And like from day one, she's been great with the cat. She gets bullied by 3 cats and she takes it. So she gets along with one of them better than the rest. Mary wanted nothing to do with Scout, and now Mary will sit on top of Scout.
So does Scout have any sort of like quirky things?
She has a funny run. Like, she likes to like fist fight.
Like box?
Yeah. She has like this built-in tendency of a natural boundary, which is a thing from potcakes and like American village dogs, just in general, where they have their territory.
What are some of the things that you'd like to get out of the DNA profile?
Kind of like knowing exactly what her breed traits are or what her breed groupings are. I have a vague idea of the things she enjoys, obviously.
Yeah.
But maybe other dog sports that I might want to pursue.
And keep her busy with her best life. Well, I'm really excited for you to talk to Bianca today and finally get the results for Scout's DNA profile. High five.
Hi, Iz.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
We have the results for Scout coming in at the least amount, so at 19%. Scout is 19% Rhodesian Ridgeback.
Did you know?
Yes!
Yes!
Okay.
I was correct. Everyone told me I was going to be wrong. Someone owes me $5.
And then coming in second at 28% is a Boxer.
Okay, that also tracks.
And then finally at 53%, Scout is Mastiff.
What?
Yeah, that's a good one, eh? So what do you think?
Very confused.
Yes.
How my 50-pound dog is 53% Mastiff.
Yeah.
The math ain't mathin'. A lot of questions.
Yeah.
Especially like, none of those breed types have the coat she has, so I'm what?
Right.
Scout draws the majority of her heritage from the Mastiff, a breed known for its formidable appearance and contrasting tender temperament. While ancient Mastiffs can be traced to multiple corners of the world, England deserves credit for the version we recognize today, using the bold and merciful breed as war dogs and guardians. Because of this history, Scout comes by her protective instincts and welcoming demeanor honestly, carrying the essence of her Mastiff forebears, whether safeguarding her family or bringing joy with her lively spirit.
Like, I was expecting it to be like Rhodesian Ridgeback and like maybe Chow Chow, because she does have really stretchy skin and she's got the curly tail.
Although Scout doesn't have the physical traits of a Mastiff, the playfulness and can be a little bit protective and guarded and alerts when someone's, at the door. And those are definitely watchdog type traits that you'll definitely see in Mastiffs and Boxers. Boxers are very handsy, and I also saw her walking around showing everybody her little toy, and with that sweet little look on her face because she was so proud. That's something that you often see in Boxers. Behaviorally, it kind of all matches up.
And she gets the ridge, which is why I wasn't surprised by the Rhodesian Ridgeback.
Right. I'm surprised you actually even had that in the back of your mind, because that's one that I was really surprised of when I saw her profile. But I wonder if a little bit of the interesting nature of her coat comes from the Rhodesian.
All of those dogs are like coated dogs, and she's got like a double coat, which is why I was like very shocked that she didn't have shepherd or hound, because she's got hound neck too, like the big.
Well, Rhodesians are actually hounds.
Yeah.
They were made as scent dogs to hunt with their nose. So when you were telling me that Scout, follows her nose and likes following that scent, also goes back to the lineage of the Rhodesian. I noticed already hanging out with you and Scout, you already have a passion for training, and you and Scout are really amazing at working together, and I think that's really evident. I heard something about learning how to press buttons to give you commands.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Treat. Good job. We got her 3 buttons for Christmas: treat, hungry, and outside. Within a week, she was already using them consistently and understands the difference between them. She knows them.
Very precise.
It is very calculated.
A lot of these breeds that she has in her profile are typically quite independent, kind of strong-willed dogs. Do you find that you see that in Scout?
Scout has her own schedule. We left our gate open once, and she left to go to the neighbor's house because she wanted treats.
Oh, yes.
And then she came back.
Oh, that's
so
amazing.
It's like the only reason we knew was because the neighbor came over and was like, so your dog was at my house.
That's funny.
But like, she definitely does her own thing.
If it was with a dog that perhaps wasn't as well trained as Scout, she would have went to the neighbors, and then the next neighbors, and then the next neighbors.
Yeah.
So that's fantastic.
Yeah, and we got really lucky that the doggy daycare we use reaffirms training and like manners and everything. We got really lucky that we had people on board with us.
Yeah, because it can't just be in the household, it's gotta be everywhere at all times. Scout today was a lot of fun, a lot of personality with Scout, as well as with Is. Some of the DNA profile results goes to show how fascinating and sometimes puzzling DNA results can be. And, when you get a mixed dog, it's gonna take some of the genetics from both parents. But again, we keep reminding everyone that it doesn't always show up as physical traits. Boxers are often called the Peter Pan of dogs because they're silly and playful and super energetic, and I think we saw that in Scout, for sure.
I have a dog that fits in my life and my world so well, and she's perfect.
Get ready to be swept away by Jax's tail-wagging personality. Join us as we roll over with laughter on Doggy DNA.
My name is Cees and I brought in my dog Jaxs. I'm hoping for answers today. I really want to get to the bottom of it and find out what he actually is.
Well, welcome to the living room.
Oh, well, thank you.
I'm very curious to know how you met Jaxs.
Jaxs was an addition to our family about 5 years ago, and he was the dog from one of my friends. She was living in an apartment and was working 2 jobs and didn't have a lot of time, and she just didn't feel that it was fair for him in the apartment alone all day. So she knew that I was kind of looking for a dog, and one day she...
There he goes.
So one day my friend messaged me up and said, listen, I got this really awesome dog. Would you like to come and meet him? And my boys and I went and visited her, and they loved him and he loved us.
Yeah.
And a week later we got a new dog.
Did you have any idea what you thought he might be?
When somebody said that his tail looked like a lab's tail. Well, it totally does. So I get the feeling that there's a bit of lab in him. His color scheme does look like a pointer. And then somebody said, well, with the spots, like a blue tick coonhound. So I looked that up online and there was a lot of resemblance. I want to know what he is.
Do you have your best guess?
I'd say probably the pointer lab mix.
Okay.
He's always trying to herd me, pushing me out the door. Even if we've been back from a walk for like half an hour, he wants to go for another one. He's very loyal and follows me everywhere and is always by my side wherever I am in the house. He's just always happy to see you. He's excited when the kids come home. He's waiting when I come home. I mean, isn't that why people have a dog? Because they're always happy to see you, and he plays that role great.
So how long have you and your family been waiting to get this analysis done?
Probably for about a couple years, and everybody having different opinions as to what he was. Yeah, it's about time we figure this out.
Hi, Cees.
Hello?
Jaxs' DNA results are in.
Yes, I want to hear them.
Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
First, 19% Dachshund. Yeah, so that's a surprising one. And then the second one would be 20% Cocker Spaniel.
Cocker Spaniel?
Yeah. The main portion of his DNA is 61% Labrador Retriever.
Jaxs carries the heritage of the Cocker Spaniel, a breed admired for its cuteness, kindness, and agility since the 14th century. Initially bred for hunting, Spaniels are top-notch retrievers thanks to keen senses and superior intelligence. Over time, they diversified into American and English varieties, both celebrated for their gentle nature and silky coats. Today, Jaxs embodies these qualities in his loyalty, joy, and eagerness for walks, a totally individual expression of his historical legacy, with a contemporary twist.
I'm shocked and not shocked at the same time. Expected that he was a lab, but Cocker Spaniel and Dachshund, yeah, I'm shocked with those. I almost don't believe it.
When I first met Jaxs, I would have put money that there would have been Great Pyrenees in him.
Really?
With his stature, he's got the little bit of a longer face, which you don't typically see in labs, like the longer snout. He's got a good double coat there, which is common in labs. He's 61% Labrador Retriever, and they're not typically herders, but they're a working dog that can do various jobs. So the Labrador Retriever is actually from Canada, Newfoundland, and originally they were made to help the fishermen retrieve fish. And so they were always in the water, and the reason why they worked so well in the water is because they have that double coat. They've been known to be called the seal of the land. And the inner coat has this oily type substance that helps actually waterproof them. So that kind of explains his love for water and his beautiful coat.
The lab makes sense to me. I had a pretty good feeling that he was.
Dachshund that Jaxs has, those dachshunds are originally bred for herding and hunting. With their small frame, they're very fast and they're very eager, hunting smaller animals like rabbits and moles, especially being able to burrow in kind of those smaller areas. So the Dachshund's really going to show those hunting, prey-driven breed. And I actually wanted to applaud his previous owner for reaching out to you and finding him a new home, because with these breeds, well, more so the Labrador Retriever, an apartment life, a sedentary kind of lifestyle or an apartment living isn't typically something that would be good for him because he's a working dog. He needs a big yard and he wants to go on walks and hikes and he wants to have that stimulation, especially where the two other breeds, the Cocker Spaniel and the Dachshund, are also working dogs. Whether it's playing with a ball or fetch or a frisbee, a good brushing every now and then just to make sure to get that double coat all brushed out. And also because that bottom coat in the Labrador Retrievers can have an oily substance, a bath every now and then might be a good idea because they can get a little bit smelly after a while, especially with him trudging through the mud and playing in the water and all of that. So that's something you'll have to keep in mind. And he's also very obedient. The Labrador Retrievers are some of the most popular dogs in Canada and in the United States. And also they're one of the most trainable. They're really eager to please. And I've seen that in Jaxs. look at that, like he's just like, I'll do whatever you need me to do, I'm gonna do it, right? One cool thing with a guy that's this attentive is you can actually start getting a hand signal to go with a cue. So instead of saying sit, every time you say it, just do that hand gesture. So you can eventually just go like this and he'll just know exactly what you mean. So behaviorally, what are some things that you'd like to work on at home with Jaxs?
Well, he's pretty much a perfect dog, other than he's a little too stingy with the doggy cuddles. So
Right.
I would like to know how to change that, because I have needs.
Right. And everybody loves dog cuddles, right?
Yeah.
And Labrador retrievers typically are quite cuddly dogs, but for whatever reason, Jax's personality, he doesn't accommodate that. And I think what's really important is that, yes, we know his DNA profile and his genetic makeup and what is typical for those breeds, but we also have to accommodate who he is as a dog and his personality. And if that is his boundary, I think us as his people, as his human, you're just gonna have to respect that. So he is going to show you affection and love in different ways, and you just have to appreciate those moments, I think, with him. When I see Jaxs with you, it is very clear that you are his safe place, and he's always watching you, always by your feet, and I think that's how he's showing you that he loves you.
I'm his human, I guess.
100%, I've seen that, yeah. It was really great working with Jaxs and helping Cees learn how to really encourage those natural behaviors that he's exhibiting because of his genetics.
I do find it really interesting to be able to see how everything spins together.
All three of those breeds really love their owner, so it really shows that Jaxs is just really in love with Cees, and we can see that.
Now that I know his genetic makeup, it doesn't change the relationship at all. He's an awesome dog, and nothing will change that.
Up next, get ready to meet Bella, an adventurous pup with a knack for stealing hearts wherever she goes. Stay tuned for more tail-wagging adventures on Doggy DNA.
My name is Trevor and I brought my dog Bella in today. I wanted to get Bella's DNA profile done because I was just really curious to see if she was what I thought she was.
Well, welcome to the show,
Thank
Trevor.
you.
Yeah, really nice to meet you, and so
You as
nice
well.
to have Bella here.
Yeah.
Bella is very busy, and we're going to try to keep her as happy on this couch as we can. She's very energetic. Zippy was a good word.
Yeah, I like that. So I've always had dogs growing up. I always knew I was going to have a dog. I had to wait till the right time, but I have the time now, so it's a no-brainer. I had a pet cockatiel who passed away when I was coming back from Newfoundland. I knew I needed to get something to fill the space, so I was on the hunt for a dog, and I found Bella. I found her online, actually. Before I actually seen her in the pictures, she looked like she was like, a good-sized puppy. So I get out of the car, and she opens the trunk. She's got her in the back. It's like literally the size of a large hamster. And so cute, though, these big, massive eyes looking up at me. And they were blue at the time, and she looked at me. And when we drove home in the car, she was on my chest the whole time. Literally bonded with her there forever. I'm an outdoors guy, and she goes on all the adventures with me.
So, Trevor, tell me why you're curious about her DNA and getting her profile done.
She's supposed to be a Border. It's a mixed breed of chocolate lab and Border Collie. And I'm just curious to see if that's what she is. For health reasons, certain breeds have certain things that can happen. I'd like to know for those reasons.
So were you told that she was that mix? that
Yes.
Specific mix?
Yeah, I was, and I had pictures and stuff. But I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
It wasn't like a licensed breeder or anything. So,
yeah. Okay. How is she with other people? Have you noticed anything specific?
She is so trusting. She loves everybody.
Yeah.
If there's a fault, she gets really excited when she sees somebody.
Yeah.
But that's the reactions, as you guys see when she
Yes.
came here. And the same goes for animals too. She loves everything. She doesn't really like water too much. So I thought that was kind of strange, actually.
Yeah,
Because where she's
interesting.
half lab, supposed to be chocolate lab. So
Right.
she will wade out to her little knees, and that's as far as she wants to go.
Really?
I really want to find out, what breed she is, because I want to know what her needs are.
So we would love to have you go meet Bianca, and we will let you know what the results are.
Great.
Hi, Trevor.
Hi,
How are you?
Great, I'm great. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
So I know Bella's really excited to be here today.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Yeah?
Feeling good. She's feeling good. She's super excited, as you see.
She's very excited to be here,
Stealing
yeah.
the show, running around. Crazy.
Yes, it's her time to shine.
It's her time to shine.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So we have the results of her DNA profile.
Oh, wait, I'm super excited about this.
We're gonna start with a little tiny bit at 13%
Okay.
of French Bulldog.
What? French Bulldog. Wow.
French Bulldog.
I was not thinking of that. You were going to say that.
Yep. 23% Labrador Retriever. 26% Siberian Husky.
Yes.
And 38% Alaskan Malamute.
Wow.
Born from the hardy Alaskan Malamute, Bella inherits a legacy built on survival and partnership. These dogs, crucial for Inuit hunting and hauling, adapted seamlessly into settlers' lives, proving invaluable during the Klondike Gold Rush when their durability and eagerness to participate and please shone. Bella's affection for all people and animals, combined with her affinity for cold weather, echoes this enduring spirit. Avoiding water but always ready for adventure, she mirrors the dedication and adaptability that define her breed's role in history.
In total shock. But I think it's fantastic. I'm super excited to work with that.
So the two most predominant breeds are a wolf-like breed. We've got the Malamute and the Husky.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
So originally, the Alaskan areas are often used for sled pulling, seal hunting. So definitely interesting that she doesn't visually take on that appearance, that's for sure.
But she does have the energy of those breeds for sure.
Yeah.
And she likes the cold. So.
Some of the surprises today that we had with Trevor and Bella were definitely the northern breeds that I don't think anybody could have suspected, which was the Malamute and the Husky. I think the Lab was something that could have been easily predicted, but definitely not those two predominant breeds. And then of course we had the French Bulldog in there, which again was another surprise. And it just goes to show that even though the genetics are there, it's not always shown as physical traits. But I think what's going to be really important for Trevor when he's working with Bella is that he works at having those proper commands. If they do that, it'll be a fantastic way to build that bond that they have. So that correlates with those northern dogs that have the double coat.
That's right.
Which they do have a lot of shedding, and so a lot of brushing is going to be really key. These kind of Alaskan dogs, these northern dogs don't typically swim. They're not swimmers.
Yeah, that's right.
She's definitely not going to be a dog that's going to be happy in a small little apartment with no exercise.
Exactly. Lucky for her, we have a big property, so it's good. She's not one for sitting around, and she gets, she goes crazy if she's stuck in the house. So the French Bulldog, it's just, I'm still stuck on that one.
So the French Bulldog is a very, very energetic, which you're seeing in Bella. That French Bulldog maybe kind of gave her little petiteness.
Yeah, that's right.
Very strong-willed, independent, I have my opinion, hear me roar kind of personality. So talking more about things that we can do with Bella at home, encourage her natural instincts. So with the Alaskan northern breeds, they really thrive on doing work such as like sled pulling. And so this is something that a lot of people can do here in our area. And you can get devices that you can attach either to your bike, and then she can almost pull your bike with you, so you can learn how to do that. Or even pull a sled in the wintertime if you have enough snow. That's something that I bet you Bella would just love to do.
I never would have thought of these things, thinking that she was something else.
Absolutely.
Training with Bianca today was incredible. She taught me a lot of things that I didn't know.
If she is genetically prone to those kind of activities, she's going to thrive. So I think that'd be really interesting to see.
And it's just really interesting things that I can do with her. And I think it's going to be amazing. Do a little journey now with her. It's going to be great.